You know, we are in the world of digitization. It is a digitized world. It is digitized education. So you can call it as digital responsibility, innovation, digital pedagogy, digital information, digital transformation, digital toxification or alienation or trauma, efficiency, divide, evolution or revolution. We are all in digitized world. And the present education is of such nature that you can use any media, anytime, anyone, anywhere, any device, any length of time and any language. So in such a technologically driven educational world where Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, wireless technology, nudge technology, blockchain technology, online platforms, proctoring tools, augmented reality, digital libraries, all this contributes to technology side of education. Now, is it sufficient that if you just go to a classroom and study? Is it just sufficient that if you just have a teacher and he teaches some subjects and then you answer the examination? It's not so. Because information is available on the web. You have to transform information into knowledge, and that's where education comes into picture. So what type of education should be imparted to students? We talk about holistic education. So that holistic education should encompass the physical well-being, economic well-being, spiritual well-being, and you should develop a wholesome personality of that student. For that, just taking some data and transforming it into knowledge and skill is not sufficient. You should be able to transform that student into a personality who will be useful to this world. It is here where we see that holistic education comes to picture. I always used to tell my students, first learn good habits. First try to be healthy. So Vedic wellness. When you talk about Vedic wellness, it is a well-being. You have to be physically fit. When you're physically fit, then you'll be mentally fit. When you're physically and mentally fit, then you can acquire any type of education, wholesome form of education in any form and anywhere, anytime. It is here where the teacher plays an important role. The teacher can start with the mother. The mother is the first teacher. It is after the mother, all the other teachers come to this world. A teacher can be virtual or real now. In case of Ekalavya, it was a virtual teacher. And he acquired that type of education, that type of skill and knowledge, that he became better than Arjuna. So in this virtualized world, in this technological driven education, how do you transform the students to acquire holistic education? The classrooms are changing. Smart campuses, smart spaces, flexible seating. Even people now work under a tree, they sit on the rooftop to go on through the online classes. So we have what is known as personalized learning. We can have bite-sized learning, blended learning, flipped classroom technique can be used. It can be student-centric, project-centric. There are different types of learning. But what are the components that should be introduced to transform an individual holistically? You have to transform holistically through, I used to always say the seven Sapta Sutras. The seven Sapta Sutras are: first, do yoga, do pranayama for your lungs, yoga for your body, meditation for your mind, walk for your heart, stomach, good food and simple food for your stomach and intestine, sleep well for 8 hours. Have good thoughts, humility, honesty, sincerity, dedication, commitment. This type of characteristic should be taught. It is not just sufficient to have 5 subjects, 100 marks question paper, internal marks 70, and 30 for the examination, and everybody gets 90, and they are unemployable. They don't give anything to a society. So it is here where holistic education plays a part. The teacher's role is very important. The teacher cannot just be quiet and inactive. You have to learn, unlearn, and relearn. The teacher has to get skilled, reskilled, and unskilled. Unskilled. That means old practices have to be. You have to see the order of the day. You have to be in tune with times. So education should be student-centric. It should be teacher-centric also. Everybody tells that it should be student-centric. If teacher is not able to impart or transform that to a student, so it cannot be a student-centric efficiency. It cannot be, the student cannot be molded. So teacher and student go hand in hand. It is here where the holistic education comes into picture. It is here you will be able to transform that individual, that student, into a useful personality, and he will be useful to the world throughout his life. I completed my talk. I had taken 10 minutes of your time, and I'm sure the other speaker, Vijay Lakshmi and Shivaramappa, I think they both are going to speak. They will talk much more than me, then they are much more experienced. I have just given my inaugural delivery. It may not be efficient and effective delivery,
No, sir, it's
but I
very
have
good.
tried to touch upon everything just as a passing wind. I tried to give a, a simple picture of a complex structure that is holistic education. I'm sure the other two speakers will fill the void, and which I have left a lot for them. And paucity of time, I will take off now. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity. Vedic Wellness University, along with the Florida University in conjunction,